5 seconds. Madam Speaker, today all persons of Indian origin feel secure that their motherland Bharat cares for them and at times of need will support them. India's transformation has inculcated a sense of pride and respect for Indians and persons of Indian origin across the globe. We have taken several initiatives to strengthen their connect with India, facilitate their investment in India, and ease their travel. Infrastructure is the backbone of any nation's development and quality of life, whether it is highways or railways or airways or even diggyways. We have gone beyond incremental growth to attain transformative achievements because of Udan scheme. Today an ordinary citizen is also traveling by air. The number of operational airports has crossed 100 with the commissioning of the new airports in Sikkim. Domestic passenger traffic has doubled during the last 5 years, leading to large number of jobs being created also. Today India is the highest fastest development in the world with 27 kilometers of highways built each day. Projects stuck for decades like the Eastern Peripheral Highway around Delhi or the Bogibeel Railcom Road Bridge in Assam and Arunachal Pradesh have been completed. The flagship program of Sagarmala along the coastal areas of the country will develop ports for faster handling of import and export cargo. For the first time, container freight movement has started on inland waterways from Kolkata to Varanasi. Our government will introduce container cargo movement to the northeast as well by improving the navigation capacity of the Brahmaputra River. Indian Railways has experienced the safest year in its history. All unmanned level crossings on broad gauge network have been eliminated. Introduction of the first indigenously developed and manufactured semi-high speed Vande Bharat Express will give the Indian passengers world-class experience with speed, service and safety. This major leap in wholly developed technology by our engineers will give an impetus to the Make in India program and create jobs. Capital support from the budget for railways is proposed at Rs 64,000 crore in 2019-20. The railways overall capital expenditure program is of Rs 1 lakh crore. The operating ratio is expected to improve from 98.4% in 2017-18 to 96.2% in 2018-19 and further to 95% in 2019-20. This will lead to lower cost also. India provided leadership to the global effort to address the problem of climate change. Our commitment to promote renewable energy is reflected in setting up the International Solar Alliance, the first treaty-based international intergovernmental organization headquartered in India. India's installed solar generation capacity has grown over 10 times in last 5 years. This sector is now creating lakhs of new age jobs. India's import dependence on crude oil and natural gas has been a source of big concern to our government. While we have taken a large number of measures to moderate the increasing demand through usage of biofuel and alternate technologies, Urgent action is needed to increase hydrocarbon production to reduce imports. A high-level interministerial committee constituted by our government has made several specific recommendations, including transforming the system of bidding for exploration, changing from revenue sharing to exploration program for category 2 and 3 basins. The government is in the process of implementing these recommendations. The people of Northeast have also received significant benefits of infrastructure development. Arunachal Pradesh came on the air map recently, and Meghalaya, Tripura, and Mizoram have come on India's rail map for the first time. Allocation for the northeastern areas is being proposed to be increased by 21% in 2019-20 over 2018-19. Madam Speaker, India is now leading the world in the consumption of mobile data. Monthly consumption of mobile data increased by over 50 times in the last 5 years. The cost of data and voice calls in India is now possibly the lowest in world. Today, under Make in India, mobile and parts manufacturing companies have increased from 2 to more than 268, providing huge job opportunities. More than 3 lakh common service centers employing about 12 lakh people are digitally delivering several services to the citizens. The common service centers are expanding their services and also creating digital infrastructure in the villages, including connectivity to convert the villages into digital villages. The government will make 1 lakh villages into digital villages over next 5 years. Jan Dhan Aadhaar Mobile and direct benefit transfer have been game changers. Bank nationalization was first done 50 years ago, but a large part of the country was still left out of the economic mainstream with no access to formal banking. In the last 5 years, nearly 34 crore Jan Dhan bank accounts were opened. Aadhaar is now near universally implemented. This has helped ensure the poor and middle class receive the benefits of government schemes directly in their bank accounts by eliminating middlemen as such.
Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.